So in the early 2000s, BC public institutions were funded by the government around 70 to 80%. And we have the research on this. And right now, the system sits at an average of about 44% coming from the provincial government. So the underfunding that is happening in the system is what is causing institutions to start relying heavily on international student numbers and their tuition to make up for the shortfalls that they're seeing. And what we want to see is the provincial government taking the step in actually providing the funding. And the federal government also needs to work with the provincial government to make sure that the system is properly funded now that these caps and these restrictions are being put in place.
I want to ask you about the backlash that some international students are facing. You know, we have heard from especially South Asian newcomers who say that online hate is really taking a toll. There's been a steady increase of racism against international students of South Asian descent. How concerning is that?
It is a big concern. I know there's a lot of people who, or people actually use international students as the scapegoats for the issues that we're facing. But the affordability crisis and the housing crisis that we currently have is something that has been happening for years. A reduction in their numbers does not mean there's going to be an increase in housing available. We're lacking the basic system that needs to work. But that's what's perpetuating this racism. And it's sad to see that international students are facing these issues, but we're hoping that the steps are being taken to make sure that they're provided for. And that's what the province and the federal government need to work towards to make sure that students are not feeling this way. Because the more that happens, the less Canada becomes desirable, because the more we speak up, the less the less people are going to want to come here.